Hello, I am Fallen, and welcome to a game of puzzles, where presumably we're gonna do a puzzle. I already have some idea of what puzzle is up in here. That worked. Oh, you have a very good driver. Mhm. House for sale, $10,000. That looks pretty. With gold treasure in the garden? Buy now and get rich. Well then. Alright. Well, aren't we eager? And we already got a Super Mega Digger 3000 Ultimate 2.0 detector set. Explodes when battery gets empty. That is a fantastic tool. I'm sure of it. Exploding is just... I'm breaking things. Give me a minute. Oh, Lord. Ugh. All of my wires got tangled, so I have fixed it. If you hear yelling and other chaos in the background, my niece and nephew are over, and they are currently watching Gravity Falls in the bedroom and playing with makeup. Holy cow. Let's try that, because... Okay, I'm happier with that. Because literally I barely tapped my mouse and I was launching myself around. I'll mess with this later. So we're gonna go slow and steady. Gonna start all the way in the corner. And I'm gonna be stupid of I want to dig everything. See what we find. I have a stone. I found a rock. There is an X, but why would I start at the X? I got another rock. Battery low. It's not too low. I still have a bit. I got another rock. And inventory is full. So go here. Sell this. Then... Sure, we could save the little pit I am digging. And... charge battery. Don't have enough for anything else, so let's go. Was it just me, or was there something weird and blue just fluttering around? Was that a butterfly? It didn't look like it. It kind of looked like it went in the ground. Another stone. What? Okay, I don't know what's going on, but I heard my name. So apparently someone's shouting about me in there. I don't think you'll be able to hear them in the background, but apparently they're trying to shove my younger sibling. Keep in mind, my younger sibling is a teenager. So it's not like I'm having a 5-year-old watch 7-year-olds or anything like that. chaos in there. What the hell? Apparently my nephew is watering meadow. Should probably start about that, shouldn't I? Nah. Oh. There's like a little segment still in there though. Okay. So apparently I was not judging very well. That or I was clicking too fast. That's also an option. So I lost 2 stones. No. Oh. It is raining. Well then. Interesting. It's not even like I don't think it's hail, but yeah, it's not like super cloudy. Nice. Probably. Maybe. Maybe. Inside voice. Apparently she intimidated the rain away. Why did you allow the children to steal your phone?
They bounced all on top of me, and then I got my chicken crevice, and some of them popped under the face.
Ah.
But they kind of lock it, so.
No, that's fair. They can lock you out of it, though.
I know all my passwords.
Fair enough.
Why would I do that?
Goopers. All of them. My niece and nephew are 7 and then 6. I think I could be a little off. To actually watch it this time. I would like to get one more rock. I'm gonna not chance it any lower. If you want to go bark, go outside. The back door's open. I could level up my shovel. Yeah, let's level up shovel. It's a little bit bigger. Isn't that a delight? Anyway, they were watching Gravity Falls, but apparently they got distracted by other chaos. Okay. So we're up to 7. How much is the backpack? Okay, so I now have 6. Okay. I can almost level up the battery. Well, I could have right then. But getting the charge is probably... Actually, I should test and see if getting the level up for the battery will actually... Well... That's an interesting rock, but a bit too big for me to pick up. Damn. One more. There we go. Yep. Got stuck in the dirt a little bit. There we go. See something. There we go. Stone. Stone. That is enough to, that should be enough to do both this time around. Don't turn off. There we go. Yeah. So I have more chargers, more battery. There we go. Now let's start to move. And we're a little above halfway, I think. Can I dig here? No, I can't dig out my bushes. Well, it's very good to know that even when I'm gonna have a beautiful pit that I don't know what I'm gonna do with, I will still have some pretty greenery back here, and a way to walk all the way around my yard as long as I'm not opposed to getting faced by a tree. I was stuck there. One more. Found one stone in that. Oh boy. I mean, I could probably dig deeper, but why would I want to? I mean, surely the good stuff is only at the surface. There we go. Now you're giving me lots of stone. I really like being by the edges. I can do a few more. There we go. Okay. I guess I was warning a bit too early. Kind of knocks me on my ass a bit too early as well. But it's fine. There's that. One more. I need to get like 30. Well, I need exactly 30. There we go. There we go. Progress! Slowly but surely, like the little purple we are. Well, I am. Turtle is actually one of my nicknames. So apparently when I was beginning to crawl and walk, I've always been slow as hell. According to my Uncle Andy, anyway. And my mom took that nickname, and let's just say I have so much turtle shit. It's almost impressive. I destroyed a rock, so that's 3 rocks lost. Damn. I don't know why I'm keeping track. I really don't. Let's keep digging. I don't know, maybe it'll be interesting to know how many things I destroy by the time I'm done. Ooh, come here. Let's do... one more. There we go. Ow. Ow. I'm breaking myself. I unplugged my headphones. I apologize. Inventory's full. There we go. Okay. $10. Hell yeah. Yes. Rocks. Just that was fantastic. Okay. Almost done with the first layer here. I say almost less than halfway, but it's fine. Go. No grass. Place full. Ooh. How much is the battery? It's 30. Charge is probably going to be around 3, so as long as I get 2 more rocks, we can test my theory. Well, I didn't really say a theory, but test and see it. Okay. So that do charge. No. Oh. Damn. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. So if I want to upgrade my power supply, I have to make sure to fill it up. Fair enough, though. Kind of sucks, but fair enough. Inventory's full. Come on. Alright. Inventory's full again. Hell yeah. Next one, I'm probably gonna have to shovel again. Do the no. Maybe I misunderstood the Come on. There we go. Click the button and it said nope. Let's do one more. There we go. Okay. 3 extra rocks. Okay, I see what that blue thing is. The floor just glitching. Damn it. I got not paying attention. Now I'm getting a crap ton. What the hell? I'm not upset that I'm very happy. Dogs. Dogs. Outside. Go outside. Doors. They know how to go bark in the backyard. The house is not built for a lot of noise. Great. What are you doing, Goober? Huh? Huh? Okay. Okay. Brandy, shovel or inventory? Brandy. Shovel or inventory?
If I go in there and I look around,
Or
will I
ignore
think
me,
it's
that
me?
works too.
I put it all under the I'm asking you if you think it will be clean or not. If I go in there and I have to pick things up or I have to tell you to fix it, then you guys get to not do any art stuff next time you're over here. Or whatever else might be a mess.
Shovel or inventory?
Inventory.
Inventory. Alright.
This is not gonna fit everything. It's gonna fit this one thing.
When you actually try to put clothing in a container, they show that they're a little larger than they appear. Yeah, we did save a bunch of them, actually. Weird. I don't know. That's what I was thinking they would be too, but you are going to eat. You are going to overheat. Okay, Miss Danger. Goofball. Inventory's full, and that's like less than a third. Okay, goofball. Well, at least this time you're not leaving them over here. Brilliant. We were sorting through laundry earlier. Things that we didn't want the kids were like, hey, I want that. And we're like, okay, even if you really want it. Oop. That is very sweet of you. Much appreciated. Thank you, Doorway. It did. I shoved it in there. I had to fight with it. You don't have to put it in there. I will fight with it on my own. But I managed to fit the bear as well as like 10 other stuffed animals in there. Somehow. I essentially threw all of my stuffed animals from my bed on there last time I had to wash it. I have a giant teddy bear that's like the size of a 6-year-old. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I am digging a hole. It is a game about digging a hole. Okay, Goober. If there
Are you
is...
making a video?
Yes. If there are any interactions with the videos that you made the other day, I will text Mary and have her tell you. Talk to that one. And also, do you know who else you need to ask?
No.
Okay. As long as you get that as top priority. decides whether or not she wants to stay the night or go to certain places. And so she'll ask, and then it'll be like, oh, yeah, I should probably ask my parents. And then she like goes and she's like, well, I was already told yes. No, that's not how it works. Shovel. Alright, let's see how well this goes. That's decent. I can hear them all the way down the hallway. It's fucking sweet. They have their moments. They do have their moments when they are precious little sweethearts. And then they have their moments where you swear they're plotting murder. So I make characters on like AI sites just because I think it's fun to interact with them, and I have fun doing it. Anyway, I was doing one that's like a RPG of a twisted hospital, like backroom style of.
Granny said let's watch our videos today.
Yeah, because she's gonna do a live stream, so you guys can't be in there bothering her. But you guys will be sleeping out here again. But I'm not opposed to it. I don't really care too much. Yeah, you have to remember, parents are first. If they say no, it doesn't matter what anyone else says. I found Cole. I had a rabbit named Cole. Oh, I should tell. It's probably been a while since I've told this on the channel. I might not have actually told this story on the channel. I think I have. I've definitely told it like 12 times on live stream. I don't know. Anyway, we had rabbits for a while. So when we first moved into our current house, we live in a trailer. Probably not that. Probably, yeah. Mushroom, go outside. They can hear. The other dogs can hear you better in the backyard anyway. I probably shouldn't do that while I'm talking. Why are you barking at the kids? Goobers. No, 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 don't tempt fate. No. No.
Say bye-bye.
Fair enough. Anyway, we had rabbits. So what happened is our older sister Mary was moving to Chicago. Go outside. Outside. Then you can go stand in the doorway and bark over there. You don't need to stand in the front door. It's too echoey over here. No. That will not end well. The kidlets helping with laundry is one thing, but if they were ever to try and do it on their own, there would be chaos everywhere. they would literally turn into like the stereotype of if you trust your child with laundry, to do laundry on their own, and then there's bubbles everywhere. There's coal. There's big coal. How much? I should know how much roughly coal is worth. I'm from Wyoming. A lot of like coal mining and stuff here. Huh. I've never thought of that. The important questions that don't really pertain to me specifically, just more random facts that go in my head. Anyway, I'm getting distracted instead of telling the story. So, we had this for a while. My older sister was moving to Chicago for a bit, and she couldn't take her rabbits with her. One of them was bought from a pet store. The other was like bought from farmer's market, but like farmer whatever. The whatever it's called when you like go show off your goats and rabbits and cows and stuff. I cannot remember what that is. Farm, like State Farm, not State Farm. Fuck. Fuck words. State Fair. There we go. Like that's so close to what I meant, but at the fair. So one was bought from a rabbit breeder, whatever, at the state fair, and the other was from a pet shop. Both people told like Mary that these rabbits were both guys. So it's like, okay, when they were like humping each other, it's a dominance thing in a lot of animals. Well, not necessarily a lot of animals. I know dogs will hump each other to show dominance occasionally. Animals are weird, but also humans are animals, so it shouldn't be too surprising. Humans are very weird. Anyway, getting distracted again. So, what happened was we didn't have a place for the rabbits. They each had like their own little cage, and we were like trying to set up an area for them in the bedroom. And so, for the time being, like a few days, like 2-3 days, just so that we could get things organized, and we were still partially moving into the house and whatnot. We had 2 rabbit cages, one rabbit cage on top of the other, just in the middle of the living room while we were getting everything sorted. So, first day of summer, after moving into the new house, like, I was excited, Brandy was excited, all good stuff. We also had a cat who was like visibly pregnant and just had kittens. So we were hanging out in the bedroom, like 3 in the morning, all happy, playing games, causing havoc. Brandy comes out, she gets some leftovers and like salad or whatever. Oh. Ah! I don't need that timer anymore, so stop! I push stop, that does not mean keep going. Bad phone. Anyway. I was doing whatever in the bedroom, and suddenly I hear them calling to me, and I'm like, what's going on? I come out to fully explain the chaos I walked out into. At the time, not only did we have a cat that had just given birth to kittens, so we had an extra 3 animals in our kind of cramped house. There was 4 of us, myself, our parents, and little sister, a sibling. And, at the time we had 2 dogs, and now we have 2 rabbits, plus the cat that just gave birth to 3 kittens, so we had 4 cats, and then 2 rabbits. So, one of the dogs was like part pit bull, and I can't remember what they're called. Doberman, I think, the like racing dogs. That are like very skinny with long legs. She was like a cross between them. She was some sort of mutt, but we weren't entirely sure everything that was in her. But she had like the tall legs, very skinny body, and like the head of the people. She was a very, very old dog named Joey. And we also had a bit of a younger dog. She's now the older dog, because this was years ago. Was Lulu's, who is a beagle. And so, somehow, the doors were closed. We have no idea how the hell he did it. Peter, the rabbit that came from the fair, had gotten out of his cage and was running around the bottom cage one direction. Joey, the big-ass dog, was running around the cages in the middle of the room the opposite direction. Patches, the other rabbit, was just chilling out in the bottom cage, and then Lulu's was just staring at the bottom cage. Then, like, 5 or so feet away from the cage is this weird creature, roly-poly, hairless thing. If you aren't aware, rabbits are not born with hair. I had never seen a baby rabbit before, but, we eventually put 2 and 2 together and figured, well, someone lied somewhere, and, Patches is actually a girl, and that was a baby bunny. Of course, this is at, like, 3 in the morning, so, Mom had gone out with friends. Dad was asleep, so we go, wake him up, you know, sell this, and we're gonna get going on the next layer down. Just in case, I'm probably gonna need that, so might as well get it now. So, actually, how do I want to do this? I think I'm gonna dig further down over here and kind of make a slope. Over there will be the highest, and this will be the lowest, maybe? Oh! We go wake up Dad, figure out that that's a mom rabbit, so we kind of clean her area. Luckily, she was a pet shop rabbit, so she grew up around people, and so she wasn't opposed to us just handling this baby that somehow ended up literally halfway across the room with his eyes closed. And somehow out of the cage, which we also have no idea how the hell he managed that. Ooh! Like iron! Hey. So, Patches was moved into the bedroom. Peter was kind of put in the corner of the living room. And let's keep a bit longer. And so, Dad got the rabbits sorted. Ultimately, I didn't learn about this till the next day, but, at some point, I fell asleep. At some point, Brandy fell asleep. And the next day, I walked out into, from the bedroom, you can look down, and we don't actually have a door to the kitchen, it's just this entryway. Opening, whatever the hell they're called. I can't words today at all. It don't matter. It don't matter if I use the right words or the wrong words, as long as you understand what I mean. That's all that really matters. So if there's yellow, you gotta say pretty cute. Oh, okay. So, game, mouse, why, angry. I'll probably upgrade shovel again, maybe? Ooh. Anyway, so I come out of the bedroom after I wake up the next day, probably at like noonish, and I see my mom sitting in the kitchen with I can't even properly describe what it looks. It was definitely something of you would have to see it to truly appreciate it. But it was just like a complete look of bewilderment and like what the fuck. Apparently, the previous night while she was like out with friends and was like drinking with friends, Dad had called her and was like, "Hey, one of the rabbits is a girl and we have a baby bunny." And Mom, of course, she didn't believe him. Partially because she was drunk, and also we were told both rabbits were boys. So she's like, "No way." But she did drunkenly call Mary, who coincidentally was also drunk off her ass in Chicago. And apparently they had like a drunken joking fight of like teasing each other. You gave us girl bunny, we have a baby bunny now. And so my mom, probably with a hangover, and the sobering realization that no, that was a thing, was just sitting in the kitchen staring at Peter as he's just bouncing around in his cage. It was beautiful. Anyway, it got worse. Not really. I but if you weren't also aware, as more rabbit facts, rabbits can also get pregnant right after they give birth. And, well, a few months later, kittens are grown up. Oh, it's so freaking adorable. I have pictures on like my tablet of baby bunnies and kittens playing and like cuddled up together. It's so freaking adorable. They literally like Patches would go around and like bounce around the room and would actually hang out with Shelby, who was the boy cat. And Shelby would kind of just like watch the rabbits. They wouldn't like chase each other around or anything. They were literally like rolling around with each other. I also have a picture of a cat with a fedora on. Anyway, that's completely besides the point. So to continue this story, a few months later, Patches starts acting weird. At the time, Cole had grown up. The reason we named him Cole, so to better explain these rabbits, to give you a picture of them, Patches was a brown, very fluffy rabbit with big white spots. Peter was an albino mini Rex, which, if you have no idea what that is, man, I kind of don't blame you. He was short-haired rabbit, snow white fur aside from his tail, his ears, and his feet, which were black, and then he had the red eyes. His fur was very short but very, very soft. So what happened was, for all of the babies, they got Papa's coloring, but they got like a combination of Mama and Papa's fur. So they all had very fluffy, very soft fur, and were all pure white aside from their feet, tails, and ears, which were black. They were so freaking cute. I would like to carry them to go pick up my little sister. As they're so freaking adorable. I'm just digging a hole into my neighbor's yard at this point. They peek over the fence. They're like, "What the fuck are you doing? Why the hell are you digging into my yard?" I don't know. Why is your yard so easy to dig into? this neighbor has a deeper fence and giant rocks to stop me. I keep distracting myself mid-story. Anyway, fuck it, destroyed coal. Oh no, I destroyed my rabbit. Ah! That was so fucking stupid. I don't think I am enough for any of this. Anyway. So, a few months later, Patches starts acting weird. At this point, Cole had been, like, weaned off of Mama, and we were, like, setting up his own little cage. So it was great timing. She literally threw him across the cage and was, like, ripping out her hair, and we learned that this is nesting. We're assuming the first time she was pregnant, she didn't do it because she was just so young. And that was mostly, none of us realized that Patches was a girl. Anyway, so we took Cole out, and well, that night, Mom was like, absolutely not, there is no fucking way that we are gonna have more rabbits, there is no fucking way, she's pregnant again, hell no. Well, later that night, Mom was woken up with excited glee from her darling children, as Patches was giving birth, once again. This time, she had 5 babies. So, we have 2 adult rabbits, 1 kinda teenage rabbit, and 5 children. So, a total of 8 rabbits. We still have kittens, so a total of 4 cats, and 2 dogs, plus 4 people. All in a okay-sized 2-bedroom trailer. I say okay-sized because we all fit, but, given the zoo we had, it was pretty freaking small. There we go. Cool. I don't know how long I'm gonna make this video. Probably much longer. Probably not much longer. Can't word at all. I actually got a decent amount of sleep, so I think it's just ADHD is really saying fuck you today. Which, yeah, fine. Not fair, but fine. There, a lot of stuff right here. Beautiful time here then. Okay. Inventory your battery. No, I have electronics. Oh God, no. No. Why? 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 She gave me a water balloon. Oh God. Okay, well, I'm gonna put that by my legs and hope it doesn't pop. Let's go back. not going to be much longer for this video. Oh, I have a door key. Here. What?
I don't know how to be any more clear.
I don't know how to understand the phrase "my light switch is sinking" at all.
My light switch is sinking.
It's what?
I don't know what to tell you.
Give me like 5 minutes. One, to figure out what the fuck you mean your light switch is sinking. And to let me do this digging. Because bananas? Is that what you just said? Blame the bananas. The bananas are the reason your light switch is sinking, whatever the fuck that means.
My light switch is sinking.
What
I cannot explain it any better than that.
Okay, well I'm gonna call it here because apparently